Hello, ladies. It's the time of the year, what I call is God's gift. It's a period, it's chums, it is the red band marching. I mean, there are different names that it comes along with, but you all know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about your periods. And I just recently discovered the Menstrual Cup, and I thought I should make a tutorial for all of you out there who have been wondering about it. Of course, there are lots of videos on YouTube, but I'm just speaking from my experience. So the first thing I want to tell you is that, of course, we are all familiar with a pad, but the drawback of a pad for a lot of people is, you get rashes, it just becomes messy, it does leak no matter what wings they say. I mean, I'm not flying anywhere, but I do like a pad. It's comfortable, but it has its drawbacks. Now, if you've only been using a pad and you're not familiar with the tampon, I would say your next step is to go to a tampon before you go to a menstrual cup. Now, this is my personal opinion. You might want to shift. It's your choice. So this is the tampon. For those who don't know, it comes with a string and you kind of got to shove it into your vagina, and this is also a chance for you to get familiar with how your vagina is. You need to know how your anatomy is inside, okay? So if you're only been using a sanitary pad, I would say first start using a tampon for some time and then maybe switch to a menstrual cup. The menstrual cup that I bought, guys, is the P Safe, and I'm not advertising for them, it's just the one that I bought. It comes in 3 different sizes, and I ended up buying the big size because I'm a big woman and I thought this is for me. Wrong thing, I should have bought in the medium size because this is the big one and it is huge. It's like, whoa, it looks big. No, it is actually big. And they do tell that this is for people who had vaginal birth. I didn't. I had 2 C-sections. Nevertheless, this did work for me. I mean, I had to play around, so be ready to prepare to be playing with it. And the one that I want to educate you guys about is the fold. Like, the cup comes and how to insert it. So you get your cup, of course, wash your hands, wash this. This is the C fold, guys, where you just press it in the middle and this is it. It looks daunting, right? It is daunting. Imagine shoving this in. It does work for some, it didn't work for me. So then I had to figure out another fold, which is the center fold, where you press it in and you close it, and see, it's that much of a small opening. This I was able to shove it in, and the moment you shove it inside your vagina, just let go, it pops out. Now, it's not going to make a pop sound like they say in the video. You'll just kind of feel it, and that is why it's important that you're familiar with your vagina. So let it open, and the other way you can find out if it's open is stick your finger in and feel this rim completely closing. If you kind of still feel that wedge, it means it hasn't popped open. So you're going to have to do a little bit of maneuvering to make sure that it's sitting tight. Now remember, when you're wearing a menstrual cup, you can totally pee, you can't poop, okay? If you try pooping, it's going to push this out, just like how we give birth. So don't try that. Also, this rim that over here is not meant for it to pull it out. If you pull it out, pain. Don't do that. You have to stick both your fingers in. It takes a little bit of a time, a little bit of adjusting. Breathe. You have to be relaxed. If you're tense, it's not going to come out, and so that's the daunting part. So put both your fingers in, pinch it a bit so that the air flows in, there's not suction, and gently pull it out and just tilt it in the pot, okay, on the shit pot. All the blood will fall out, and then you take the cup, wash it, rinse it again, do the fold that works for you. For me, it was the center push fold, and then shoving this in and letting it go, right? So that's what it is. I just thought I'd share this with you, and maybe it's going to help some of you guys who've been thinking about it. This is absolutely eco-friendly. You can use it for years. You save a shitload of money on buying those sanitary pads and then disposing them and all that nonsense. But I will tell you, it takes a few practices. It's not going to happen in the first shot. I had my lovely friends, especially Shweta, who helped me out in figuring this out. You all have that one friend whom you can ask all the awkward questions. You can ask me. I'm totally fine answering your questions. So go ahead and find a menstrual cup that works for you. There are loads and loads of brands out there. Do a little bit of homework. See the one that's in your budget and the one that works for you. If one brand doesn't work, try another one, okay? So have a happy period.